Um, but why we are probably feeling super overwhelmed and stuff. And so when I was at a leadership conference, Melanie Mitro had told us this, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. So I'm going to share with you guys about that. But first, I wanted to talk to you guys of your why. Okay. And I know so many of you have a strong why you're coaching, why you're here. And many of you had just probably just started off in your own health and fitness journey, and you fell in love with the products, and you fell in love with feeling good. And you're like, holy crap, like Shakeology, I can't live without it. Energize, I can't live without it. So I want to share it with other people. I want to help other people along the way in that health and fitness journey. And so you're just paying it forward. You're paying it forward to help other people gain what you have gained. And for me personally, like as a busy mom and everything that goes on in life, like I feel awesome, the most awesome when I'm taking care of myself, when I'm working out. And I actually did a video today on Instagram, and I was just like, people come up with so many excuses of I don't have time to take care of myself. And it's so dang true. And I was just like, I'm calling like BS on you, because everybody has time, but if it's not important to you, you're not going to find that time. And so it's really important for us to figure out what our why is. It's just like working out. We work out because it's important to us. And why you're doing that. So this business is the exact same thing. You're going to show up, you're going to do the work because it's important to you, and you have the end results of what you're wanting out of this business. So your why is going to be what motivates you when you want to give up, and when you're tired, and when you're like, man, I don't want to do anything with Beachbody. But for me, like I always think of that why, and it just seriously motivates me. It drives me. It pushes me to do the things that I really, really want to focus on. It also helps you with decision making. So when you're focused on your values and why you're here, it helps you to make better decisions, so you know what is best for you and where you're wanting to go, and you're going to continue on moving forward and achieving your goals along the way. It also drives you when times get tough, right? So, so many of us we've had maybe like some things come up, and we're like, dang, like I feel like I've been hit with like a ton of bricks. But then you just really focus on your why and like why you're here. And it just helps you to just keep pushing forward and keep feeling that drive and that excitement. Even when, you really don't want to. But honestly, like I'm so grateful for you guys. And for this past year, like year and a half, you guys have seriously just like, you've been my family, and I know like, I just love following you guys on social media, and I'm like, oh, like, I love Melina. Like, I've been seeing her kick butt, and Sarah and Courtney and Erin and Jessica. Like, I see you all in my feed every single day, just kicking butt. And it seriously like motivates me and drives me and gets me so dang excited. So I just wanted to thank you guys for, showing up every day, because it not only inspires other people, like it inspires me and people on our team to, show up and work out when they don't want to as well. Okay, so write down your why tonight. Like figure out what the crap you want. Like, why are you here? Like I said, it's probably you're wanting to make a difference. You're wanting to pay it forward what you have gained, and just really focus on that, because when you focus on helping other people's achieve what they want to achieve, then you're going to have success as well, right? And so it's so important to just really dig into this why. And I mean, write it out. Like if you need to have like super detail of all of it, like write it out in details. And I would love to hear your guys' whys. Like I know so many of you have like made videos before and stuff, but like send it to me for accountability. I want to read it, and we can share it with our teams, or with the team, and we can just like cheer each other on along the way. So goals. So tonight we're going to just focus on like business goals, because there's so many different goals that we can set for ourselves, right? Like we want to lose 5 pounds, or we want to fit in those size jeans, or we want to, whatever, be able to run outside, run up a flight of stairs. But tonight I just want to focus on our business goals and setting goals for our businesses. And for the one thing is if you are feeling super overwhelmed with this business, it's because you do not have a plan, and it's because you are not writing out what you want. Your vision is like, you have it, right? You have this vision, but it is just so like blurry because you just keep thinking it over and over. But get it out on like pieces of paper and like write out like your goals and what you want. So one thing that I do is I focus on daily goals. And you guys, I'm going to break these down for you, what daily goals look like and what weekly goals and monthly goals look like. But I break it down in daily goals, I break it down in weekly goals, and then I break it down in monthly goals. And of course, you can always have like your yearly goals of what you want to achieve within this year, or, what is to come. So for daily goals, it basically looks like the daily business builder. Maybe it's to wake up every single morning and just get your workout in. Maybe it's to focus on you meditating. Maybe it's for you to go get a massage. Whatever it is, like write out your daily goals, something that motivates you, okay? These goals are going to make you want to work the business, want to show up for yourselves, and just make sure that you're breaking them down. And they should make you excited, like have fun. And you want to make your goals so real in your mind, like you already have them happen to you. And because honestly, when I think of that, I'm like, like I get so excited about it. So make them feel real. And then you're going to be like, okay, this is going to go with also my weekly goals. Your weekly goals for your business should look like your volume. Maybe some of you are building your right and your left leg volume. So you're wanting to shoot for that $1,000 a week volume on both legs. Maybe you're wanting to shoot, if you're just building your weak leg, getting that volume up to like 2,000, whatever it is, like make sure you're writing down those weekly goals. And your volume, like it changes every Thursday. Well, every Wednesday night, but it starts over on Thursday. So this can be part of your weekly goals. This is what I've just done for my business. And I've just set these goals. Okay, like this week I'm pushing to hit, like 2,000 on my weak leg. Because when I hit 2,000 on my weak leg, that means, I get like $300 just from those cycles, whatever it is. Another thing too is Success Club. Like, what are you wanting to be by at the end of the week? I do the shout out every Friday for Success Club points. So say, okay, I know Crystal's going to be shouting us out this Friday. I need to get my butt in gear and I want to be on that board. I want to see myself at SE6 or SE10. Push yourselves. Don't be afraid to push yourselves, because you guys, I see so much freaking potential on this team, and I don't think none of you really believe it or see it in yourselves. And so I want you guys to really set goals for yourselves and say, I can freaking do this. Because I notice, like, when I don't set goals for myself, I struggle that month. And so when you're setting goals for yourself, it gets it in your mindset that you can really do it. Another thing is to, plug into the trainings. So I know it's been a while since I've done these team calls. I just felt like it kind of got overwhelming with like Brigitte starting to do team calls and other leaders doing team calls. And so I just was like, well, this team can plug into that. No excuse for me, whatever. But I just love the connection with you guys. And so it's really important for me to see your guys' faces every week. And so, dig into the trainings. And when I was on Scotty Hobbs' call today, and something like really stood out to me. And he's like, you know what? If coaches plugged into the online coach training that Beachbody provides for all of us, like we would all be like running successful businesses. And it's so true. So dig into the trainings. There's so much training in that back online office that we probably don't even know it's there. And also show your coaches where that stuff is. So that's something what kind of like weekly goals look like. And like I said, we're just focusing on business goals for this call. But you can set other weekly goals as well. And then also monthly goals. Okay. Everybody, like, non-negotiable, everybody should be hitting Success Club, like non-negotiable. And this is something that I set for myself. It was a very high standard. Even if it was like SC5, I was like, I'm going to strive to help 3 people every single month because I couldn't afford my Shakeology. And so if you can't afford your Shakeology, you need to be making it a goal to help 3 people every single month to get set up with a challenge pack or Shakeology or whatever, because that's going to help pay for your Shakeology as well. But for monthly goals, like, how many challengers you want to help this month? How many people are you wanting to help, get started? Maybe even with like the 14-day free trial. It can be something so simple. And I'm loving like the ring a bell in the Team Fiercely Fit page, just because I just want you guys to shout out the smaller successes too, because the smaller successes like add up to bigger successes. And it's really good to like see you guys like this, and it helps us to focus on the positive things that are happening in our lives and in our businesses as well, instead of just focusing on like all the little negative things that are happening. People are saying no to me. I'm getting so much no's, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on. So, focus on how many people you want to help this for a month. How many coaches you want to recruit onto your team? Maybe you're wanting to go emeralds. Maybe you want to go diamond. Like, get that in your mindset and just push and just do it. And maybe it's a certain amount of income you want to reach every single month. Maybe it's like $200 a month. Maybe it's $500 a month. Christmas is seriously just right around the corner. It's 4 months away, is it? September, October, November, like 4 months away. Like, that's insane, right? So right now is the time to be pushing. If you're wanting to save a little bit more money, if you want to get your spouse something a little special for Christmas, like push, make it a goal to push and increase your income. What Success Club numbers look like, how many books do you want to read and actually study and take action on. I'm reading that 6-figure book, 6 months to 6 figures. So good. Don't let the name kind of like get you because it can, but like, it has so much awesome information. I forgot what I was going to say about it, but I'm trying to think. I forgot what I was talking about. Sorry. But he said instead of saying, okay, I'm going to read like 10 books this month, he's like, I would rather somebody read 1 book and study that book until they can go and teach their team what that book is about. And so that really hit me because I was like, I'm like aiming to like read all these books this month, but really just pick 1 book and study it. And he's like, I don't move on to a next book until I feel like I can take it back to my team and say like, this is what I learned from this book. Also, like, what workout program are you doing? And what nutrition plan are you doing? Stick with it. Share it on social media with all your friends, your family, and all your new followers and so forth. So that's kind of what I have for the goal setting. So just make sure you're setting those daily, weekly, and monthly goals, and make sure they're goals that excite you, because you don't want to set these goals and be like, I am so dang bored. I don't want to even work right now. So make something that's exciting for you. And that can be like, okay, if I help 3 people this month, I'm going to treat myself to a pedicure or whatever it is. Like, make it fun, make it exciting. That will make you really get there. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is mindset. Okay. And this is something that I have really been focusing on. And I mean, we have crap that happens in our daily lives that can seriously just beat us down to the max. And so one thing that I've been really focusing on is, as soon as I have like a negative thought in my mind, I instantly stop thinking about that negative thought, and I try to turn it into something positive, because I catch myself as I was thinking more negative things, then I was creating more negative things in my life. And so, you know, start focusing on your mindset. And the first thing to that is realizing what the heck you're thinking. And if it doesn't make you happy, then you want to change it because we're here to make progress and not go backwards. So, so these are some questions that, I like to ask myself. Do you actually believe you can achieve these goals? Do you actually believe that? So after you write down your goals, like look at them and say, okay, do I believe that I can actually achieve these? And of course your negative mind is going to say, no, those are like crazy goals, but change it. Be like, yeah, freak yeah, I'm going to rock those goals and I'm going to like be super excited about it. Another question is, are you making excuses? Are you saying, well, I guess I just won't work Beachbody today because, you know, I was super busy at work all day, or my kids were driving me insane all day and I just want to sit and watch TV and eat popcorn and a bowl of ice cream and whatever. Even if you're just focusing on working your business 30 minutes a day, like, just do it. Don't make excuses. Don't let your excuses run your life. You run your excuses. Do they scare you? So all those goals that you're setting, do they scare you? When you look at those goals, do you say, holy freaking crap, I'm going to crap my pants because these are like so dang scary. Like, I want you guys to feel, so I don't know if you guys are like adrenaline junkies or if you absolutely like hate heights or whatever, but that's kind of what I want you to feel like. So if you're getting ready to jump out of an airplane, like, does that scare you? Like, feel that scared towards those goals, because that means you're heading in the right direction. Are you growing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially through these goals? That's another thing. Like, with these goals, am I going to be growing as a person? And when you have negative thoughts, do you stop them and start thinking positive? So that I kind of already talked about that, but moving on. So I know like so many of us just like, I love sleeping in. I absolutely hate waking up in the morning, you guys. Like, I seriously hate it. But I found that if I wake up at a specific time, like it does something to my brain. So like, I know Erin wakes up at like 4 a.m. Like, she's freaking amazing. I know Melina wakes up at like 3:30 in the morning. Like, you guys are amazing. But like, when I set my time and I focus on like waking up at least at 5:30, I feel so much more productive during the day. And so, like, how are you starting your mornings? Are you starting your mornings like with your kids going, mom, wake up, or your dog's jumping on you or whatever? Like, and I absolutely like hate being woken up that way. Like, I become a bear when my kids jump on me. I'm like, Mom, can you get my cereal? Mom, I need this. It's like, Rah! So I actually like getting up before them. And this is something that I recognize. So figure out what works best for you, because we're all so different. But what works best for you and what irritates you, because whatever irritates you, you're going to want to do opposite of that. So I actually like to get up about 5:30. And then I also go to bed at a decent time, because we all know that makes a huge factor. And yeah, there's some nights where I'm just like, man, I just want to like, you know, just talk to Adam, or I just want to like maybe watch a movie a little bit longer, but I know it's going to affect me the next day. So I'm like, is it really worth it? So, you know, set those, if you have to set, an alarm on your phone to go to bed, like do that, because that will help you too. I've done that in the past where, cause I'm a night owl. I love the nights. So I would have to set my phone about 10 o'clock, get to bed. It like alarms me to go to bed. But so yeah, so just figure out a morning routine that works for you and figure out how you want to start that morning. I would highly recommend you guys starting the morning working on yourselves first. So that's your workout, that's your PD, that's, you know, maybe meditation. Maybe you want to meditate in the morning. for me, it's hard for me to meditate in the morning because then I fall back to sleep. But there's so many awesome apps out there. I've been just listening to some YouTube apps. I actually listen to them at night because they help me to go to sleep. And it just talks about like affirmations and meditating and stuff. Also, another thing that I started to do is I try not to look at my phone an hour before I go to bed. And this just helps your brain to like shut down, relax, and you're not like, then there's not like a post that you read during the night and then you're like, oh crap. And then you just start dreaming about it all night long. And then you're up all night because you're pissed off about that post. Like, so I cut it off at, an hour, 30 minutes before, whatever, maybe you have to make baby steps, but that's just what's helped me. And then wake up when the alarm goes off. Maybe if you need to set your alarm like in your bathroom, whatever. I wake up because Adam sets his alarm and then he usually turns on the bathroom light and I'm just like, okay, I'm awake. But whatever helps wake you up. And I already said that. Also too, like focus on you in the morning. So maybe even if it's like journal writing, maybe start writing like 5. I know Felicia is into like the gratitude journal. Like, what are you grateful for? Maybe it's like 3 things that day that you're grateful for. Maybe just waking up and being able to breathe that day or whatever it is, it will just help you to get your mindset straight for the day and to help you to really just stay focused. Also, work off a list. Okay. Like the night before you go to bed, make a list from the most important things that you want to accomplish the next day to the least important things. Because once you get those most important things off your list, you're going to feel so much more fulfilled and not so overwhelmed. Because I feel like we feel so overwhelmed when we don't have a plan and we are just like, we have everything running in our brains, but it's not written down and then you can't check it off and then you're just not feeling accomplished at all. But be intentional with your time. This is your time. Be intentional with it. I find like when I get up and I have my list of things to do, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this and then this and then this. And then I'm like, holy crap, it's only 10 a.m. and I've already like busted out my list. And then you feel like you can freaking conquer the day. And then you want to go work some more. And then whatever you want to do. But once you complete these things, you'll feel so much more productive, happier. And then you'll just believe in yourself that you can achieve it. So that's kind of just what I have tonight. And those are some things that have helped me. And I feel like it's just really important to focus on those goals and to really set them for ourselves. And, if you need to do like a dream board or whatever, I saw Melina, was it you that had like the dream board in the back of your car or something? I was like, I love that. So create a dream board. Like, what are you wanting to do? I know so many of you are planning on going on the Success Club cruise next year. Like, that's an awesome goal to set for yourselves. And, just different things. Maybe go to Summit next summer if you've never been. But you want to set these goals that get you excited and make you excited about this business. Because I know, especially this month, for me personally, like August has always been the worst month for me. And I'm just not saying that, but I target a lot of moms, and this is when school starts here in the States, mostly is in August. And so by the time I ask them to join me, they're like, well, I just spent so much money on my kids back to school, and I get tons and tons of price objections. And I get tons and tons of no's. I've been sending out about 100 invites every single day, and I'm only at SC6. So it just shows you like, I'm working hard, but sometimes you're going to have months like this where you have to work a little bit harder. I don't always send out 100 invites every single month, but this month I have to work harder. And so I'm willing to put in that work because I have those goals set for myself. And like Success Club is non-negotiable for me. So I'm going to show up and kick ass at it because I can't ask you guys to do something if I'm not doing it myself. So, and I also learned too that whatever you're hitting Success Club wise, your coaches are always going to hit half of that. So if I'm hitting SC6, then my coaches are going to be like at SC2, basically SC3. So anyways, you guys have any questions, anything like you want to chat about? I'm going to mute you. Thoughts, anything you want to share of what I said? How's everyone doing? How's everybody feeling this month? Is this month going good for a lot of you? Or is it kind of crazy hard like myself?
I agree with what you said about the, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
Everybody hear me? The part you said about not looking at your phone like an hour before bed, oh my God, that has made all the difference for me. My therapist actually told me to do that, and it's the simplest thing. I used to literally go to bed with my phone in my hand, looking at messages like 2 seconds before I went to bed. Not anymore. I'm usually in bed by like 9:30, 10 the latest, and by 9 o'clock my phone is out of my hand, and it makes a huge difference. Like mentality wise, it's incredible. Everybody should do it.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. It seriously does, because I don't know how many times, even like, you will get like you said, you'll look at your messages and it's just like a whole bunch of no's, and you're like, son of a bee, like, then you're going to bed all pissed off, and then you're just like fuming, right? Wait for it. Like, just let it be tomorrow when you're like, you start the day fresh and you're feeling fresh and you're not tired. Yeah. So thanks for sharing that.
It makes a big difference.
That's awesome. Anybody else have anything you want to share? What's worked for you?
So Josh and I get up at 4:40 now in the morning, which was his idea. Like, I'm usually up before 5 anyway, and he's like, well, because we're working out together doing Lift 4. He's like, well, I want to like wake up. It takes way longer because he's not used to it. So he's like, let's get up at 4:40. And our phone is the most awful thing in the world. Get a horrible alarm. It will you will be up. It'll make you turn it off. Like, it lights up different colors. Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
It's like a siren in the room.
Don't get this alarm. It's awful. It was like $9 at Walmart. I was like, oh, good. It'll be like nice and quiet. It's terrible, but it works. So
that is awesome.
Get a really loud alarm and you'll be up right in the morning. So
when my brother-in-law lived with us, my in-laws bought my brother-in-law an alarm, and it actually like shook his bed. Like, it vibrated his bed. You put it underneath your mattress and it like vibrates your bed. Like, I would probably be more pissed off like after I got like shaken to death to wake up. But there's so many, yeah. So that's good. Get an annoying alarm clock that will wake you up. Yeah, I love it. Any other ideas or thoughts? How's everybody's challenge groups going? Does everyone feel like their challenge groups are running pretty well? Are you guys doing Lift 4? Is everybody doing Lift 4 here?
Love it.
It's awesome.
I have arm muscles.
I love it. It's so awesome. What's that?
Are you doing it? Anybody doing it again?
Yeah.
I can't believe
I'm never gonna stop. It's 4 days a week. It's my go-to program. Hello.
Yeah, I know, Courtney. You just like the jewel.
Well, that too. But, be on the eyes. So yeah.
No, I love it too, and I love it. Like, okay, I hate the hit. I will admit that, because I'm like, I hate cardio, but I'm like, oh, it's like shredding some of those love handles, My pants are fitting a lot better. We'll just say that. But Yeah, I'm trying to like spice up my challenge groups, and I think I'm gonna start doing like giveaways. I've been so bad at that, but just like getting people more excited. And I'm like, I just need to start using the products of Beachbody as the giveaways. So like maybe the Energize samplers or the recovery samplers, because so many of my challengers are sore, and I'm like, if I give them a sample of the recharge, like they're gonna go and buy some. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Also, I wanted to talk to you guys too about the product focus. So I feel like for August, we should focus on either Daily Sunshine and the bars, the beach bars, because they're both on sale this month. And when we should like talk about it and like share with people that are watching us or whatever, and sharing it with our challengers as well. It will just help like increase your guys' volume as well, because your challengers are going to be going and trying it out. Or you can even be doing like, just buy a box of bars and be like, okay, this week is the squat challenge, and give like a free bar to somebody. Like it doesn't cost that much to ship a bar. And then they try the bar and then they want to buy the bars. So I was talking to Robbie from corporate, about a month ago, and he gave me this idea, and he said a lot of coaches started doing the product focus, and everybody's volume was increasing because their challengers were buying more product and everything. And so it will just help you guys' income go up as well. But we just got to, focus on those certain products. So like Shakeology was this month, and educating more about Shakeology and what's really in it. Scotty Hobbs talked a lot about that today on the call, how he just talked about like on his social media, like all the stuff that's in Shakeology, because when it came time for his customers to buy a challenge pack, they already knew about Shakeology because they followed him. And then it's not becoming such a hard thing to talk to them about. Anyways, so that's kind of why I've just been doing the product focus, and just kind of posting random things about Shakeology this month in the team page. But it will just help you guys as well. So it just gives you guys ideas on building that a little bit more. Any thoughts on that? You guys like that idea, or?
I do Energize most days. The beach bars, the shipping is terrible. Like it's an excuse, but
Is it like too much shipping, or?
They're just, I don't know. I just feel like they cost too much for a bar.
Right. Okay.
Which if I'm saying that, then I know that my challengers are going to say it.
Yeah. Well, I also too look at the bars at Costco, like the Kind bars. The Kind bars are just as expensive, and people are willing to pay for those. Mm-hmm. And they have a little bit more sugar than the Beachbody bar. Right. So if people are willing to buy even like a Cliff bar that's like $4, they're going to want to buy a Beachbody bar as well. Yeah. So I mean, you can compare it to that. Yeah. And I've even looked at like, I think they give you like Kind bars on planes now. I think when we were flying to Indiana, I was like comparing the two, and Kind bars had like 2 more grams of sugar than the Beachbody bars. And so things like that you can talk about, because people are like, oh, well, there's less grams of sugar in here, and they're, they cost the same. So, okay. But yeah, the shipping can be crazy too. But I mean, like I said, this month the bars are on sale as well. So that helped. I think they're like 10% off. But yeah. Any other thoughts, you guys?
Well, I'm still sometimes a bit overwhelmed by everything, because I've just decided basically February, I guess, to really jump in. And I know recently Natasha decided to sort of step back and take more time for herself. So like this kind of call, it helps, because when you ask what would be helpful, you know, helping defining my, like the why and our brand, because we all want to, we all talk about fitness, but we sort of want to be unique in what we do. So just giving tips on what builds your why, and then the goal setting. I was starting to use the daily list in the group to sort of, okay, what am I going to do for daily goals? So I was like, yeah, sure, workout Shakeology, that can be done. I don't add as much people on Facebook or send messages as much, because my full-time job sort of doesn't prevent me in doing that. It's all the same circle, so I have to be careful for that. If I wouldn't be working the job that I have, I would totally be doing it. So it's a little bit touchy for that. So what I try to do is just post, and then some people have written to me in private messages so that I can sort of talk to them then. And I have a lot that were like, you know what, I don't have time this summer because I'm not at home at all. I'm like out in the woods and whatever. So I've put them on a list to talk them these next few weeks to see what's going on. So just the goal setting too, like to divide it is really helpful. Because I did bring back from Ottawa my big board. So I brought it back with me to Toronto, and I'm going to start putting some stuff on there, putting calendars and goals I want to do. Right now, just, you know, setting that will be a huge goal for me, because it's like my top of my list. I have to do my goals list. And then for sure I'm joining you guys at Summit this year, and I'm so happy for that. But yeah, this is just, I'm gonna be, like you said, just, you know, go through all the training and take part of the calls. I'm sort of starting to get more and more, just some of the calls are during the day for me, so it's hard for my job. So sometimes if I have time in the evening, I'll watch the recordings, or, you know, watch the comments below and then grab some stuff from there, or, you know, send messages to some teammates and stuff to get some information. But I just want to say that I really appreciate the time you're taking to, you know, give us the tips like this. Because, for example, you know, you and Courtney and well, all you girls basically are a little bit more advanced in ranks, obviously, than I am, and are doing very well in this business and have amazing goals and amazing followers and everything. And I'm just, you know, sort of at the bottom starting up. So I'm looking up to all of you guys really to see how you guys all do it and try to manage that with my full-time job.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, Melina, like, the secret sauce is just stay consistent. Like, be consistent in those daily vital behaviors. Even if you have to, like, you know, schedule it a little bit before you go to work. Like, you're sitting on the toilet for, you know, at least 10 minutes, like, go add 10 people as friends. Like, you know, it's so simple just to, like, kind of fit it, like, in those kind of pockets of your day. And also too, like, if you ever need, like, it goes for any of you guys, like, if any of you guys need to do like a one-on-one call, like a kick in the butt, or like, just, Crystal, I just need some help, like, you're always welcome to reach out to me. I'm always open to get on calls with you guys, because honestly, like, that's when I feel the most fulfilled in this job, is when I'm helping you guys be successful. And when I see you guys, like, on, you know, boards and seeing you guys progress in your business. Are they here? That's when I feel the most fulfilled in my business. And so, like, please reach out to me. Like, I say that, but I really, really mean it. Like, reach out to me and say, like, I am just kind of stuck in my business. Like, I need a little push. And that's okay. We all get that way. And so it's good that we are here for each other. And I have to take one more picture, because when I took it the first time, Courtney wasn't on. So say cheese one more time. But yeah, like, that's all it is consistency. And I know a lot of the other coaches that are just as successful will say the exact same thing. And you just have to give it time. But, you know, I feel like you're very unique. Like, you're promoting in French. Like, there's not many people that do that. And you're doing that. Like today I was like, oh, I wonder what she's saying. Oh, I can hit translate. So it's good for me because I can still follow you guys and know what you're talking about. So yeah. Awesome. Keep it up. You'll just figure it out, you know? And once you come up with a list, then it'll just help you to like, okay, like I got this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything else before we close up, you guys?
Any of you had issues with Instagram stories lately?
Yeah, like well, one thing, I can't put the music on my things, which drives me crazy because I love music. But
Yeah, so with mine it's probably been about the last week or so. There was one day I had posted at least like 10 or 12 stories, and it just keeps saying like uploading, like the little things going. So I'll go back to my, like, I probably just need a new phone, but I'll go back, and then I go back to 2 hours later and it's still uploading. Like I have one now that's been uploading for like 7 hours. Like
wow.
I only have 2 showing up for all day today since I started my workout this morning, and I have 20 that are loading. And they won't even load. Like sporadically one will load like in the middle of all of them, so they're all not in order. And then
gosh.
by the time the 24 hours comes, they'll just delete, and they haven't even uploaded. And I've actually deleted the app completely and reinstalled it and everything, and it's still not working. So I'm like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like delete the app. Have you tried like shutting your phone off?
yeah, well, hubby's techie, right? So he's tried everything. He's like, I think you just need a new phone. I'm like, well, then buy me one. Like,
Yeah,
I really want one, but it's just frustrating because I got so addicted to Instagram stories so quick, and I got a lot of customers from that, and now I can't even use it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's still posting from this morning.
Oh my God. So Courtney, my thing for that is it would be a great investment. If that's where you're getting most of your customers, like go buy a new phone.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go
Gotta
down
bite
and
that
do it.
bullet. I know I upgraded to an iPhone 8, and the portrait that comes with that,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
getting used to something new. It's just me, but I still have an Android. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know because it might just be, like the old, like your phone.
I don't know. I've updated it. I've reinstalled it. It just doesn't like me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
I've
it
just
your
been.
Wi-Fi, Courtney?
Pardon me?
Is it your Wi-Fi or your internet?
No, because it's I'm on Wi-Fi at home all the time when I'm home. But I even tried doing it like disconnecting from the Wi-Fi, and it won't do it whether I'm connected or not. So
That's so frustrating.
But
Well, keep us posted.
your new phone. I'll have you a new phone.
Get an iPhone.
Yeah.
I don't like getting used to new things.
Come to the dark side. That's what everybody says.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for getting on. I seriously appreciate you guys. But if you guys like are struggling, like need help with anything, like feel free to reach out to me. I'm here. Reach out to each other. We're here to help each other. But I feel like once we set these goals for ourselves, you guys will see, like, you'll just feel so much more relaxed. And then even if you don't achieve them, like you're still setting them to get somewhere. So, all right. Have an awesome night, and thanks for getting on. Bye guys.